Good morning. Today's April the 29th. It's a 7-day. We're going to start this morning with Luke chapter 7. Hey, can you see me now? Luke chapter 7 verse 22. Go and tell John the things you have seen and heard, that the blind see, the lame walk, the lepers are cleansed, the deaf hear, the dead are raised, the poor have the gospel preached to them, and blessed is he who is not offended because of my name. What did you go out into the wilderness to see? A reed shaken by the wind? But what did you go out to see? A man clothed in soft garments? Indeed, those who are gorgeously apparelled and live in luxury are in king's courts. But what did you go out to see? A prophet? Yes, I say to you, and more than a prophet. This is he of whom it is written, Behold, I send my messenger before your face, who will prepare your way before you. For I say to you, among those born of women, there is not a greater prophet than John the Baptist. But he who is least in the kingdom of God is greater than he. To what then shall I liken the men of this generation, and what are they like? They are like children sitting in the marketplace and calling to one another, saying, We played the flute for you, and you did not dance. We mourned to you, and you did not weep. Petulant little children. Okay. So, I've pulled 2 cards already this morning. I pulled the bridge. And the cave came from the bottom of the deck. $32 is 5. 5 is change. Yesterday, my best friend's mom passed away. I gave her space. So that she could do what she needed to do. She had to move her son out of her mom's home back into her home because he's special needs and he lived with grandma. So she had to move her 22-year-old son back over to her place and deal with her brother and her sister-in-law. So she had a lot going on yesterday. And I gave her space. I wanted to go see her last night so I could kind of like figure out what the hell happened to Mom, but rest in peace, Miss Brenda. Let's just take a moment today and think about the people that we've lost. All right, the cave. The dark, the portal, the interior. Those who are fortunate enough to find and enter the cave are forever changed. It is a place of potent power, acting both as a portal to the other realm and a space for sacred ritual and initiation. The cave is a place to return for meaningful retreat, where one can see the true self in the darkness in esoteric teachings. The cave is known to reside in the center of the heart. Within its walls, the whispers of compassion and self-understanding can be heard. Yet because of its mystery and power, many of us fear the cave and never try to find it. We busy ourselves in the bright lights of the city while the cavernous and dimly lit chamber calls out to us in the night. Where is your cave? You already know. Return to it and tend the fire. Envision yourself as an old sage in a cave. What amenities do you need? What draws you ever closer to the cave within the cave? Slowly and steadily, crystals of enormous magnitude grow within the dark confines of caves. Let the cave teach you patience. And a bridge. So the cave is the underlying energy, the foundation that this reading is built on today. And it reminds me of the hermit going inside to attain enlightenment from within. And we have to go through darkness in order to find light. That which is in the dark will be revealed by the light. The bridge is the connection, the link, the gate to the cave. Bridges are built to connect two worlds. They create flow, allowing us to travel between realms, ideologies, personalities. This archetype is the gesture of acceptance, of saying yes rather than withdrawing, separating and saying no. When we cross the bridge to an unknown land, we are led magically into a new reality. We open up to otherness. Healing and communication are possible. We enter a state of curiosity, wonder, and learning. The shaman, for example, creates the bridge between the everyday world and the sacred. This card asks us to study the connections between the seemingly disconnected parts of our life. Relationships, ideologies, histories. Remember that a bridge can't be forced. It must be made with love, or its structure will not withstand the inevitable weather of life. This weather has got me so fucked up. It's hot one minute and it's cold the next, and my sinuses are not digging it. Lie on the floor and listen to Bridge Over Troubled Water. Notice the ease and acceptance within the melody, the feeling of rising above the muck. Imagine building a bridge, then imagine building a wall. Which energy is needed for the situation at hand? Which image softens and heals the heart? Okay. So, we've got the bridge, we've got the cave. All right. One card. Patience. How appropriate. So we need to go over the bridge to the cave to learn patience. Patience is card number 16, and today is a 7-day. It's a clock in her chest. Patience, patience, patience. You guys watch that TV show Ghosts and the Quaker ghost Patience? It's freaking hilarious. All right, 16. Peaceful presence, letting go of desperation. This card shows a beautiful angel holding a clock in the stillness of winter. Her quiet, peaceful energy is telling you that it's time to release the old urgency and to look at things with a much clearer perspective. It's telling you to relax and let go of the single-minded desperation that's been driving you. Don't try to force your will on only one option. When you think there's only one solution to satisfy your need or to make you happy, you're blocking many other potential solutions that are coming your way. Quantum physics teaches us about potentials, that two things can exist at the same time. But until we collapse until we collapse the idea by observing it, it doesn't materialize. So, patience. You have to figure out what the thing is and then observe it in order to collapse it into existence. When you think there's only one solution to satisfy your need or to make you happy, you're blocking other potential solutions from coming your way. Let go of the anxiety and be flexible. Be patient, open, and creative. Choose to be peaceful in the present. The universe has more options than you may be aware of. Quiet your mind, broaden your perspective, and let them come through. Interesting. Very interesting. What is the bridge? The bridge is card number 38, with 5 being the bridge. 5. Five is change. 5 is adventure. 5 is freedom. As we have 3, 3, and then 5 in the center. 10, 10, 10. They're Roman numerals. V. 1, 1, 1. 5 is the bridge. So change, freedom, adventure. That's the path. That's the path. Damn these tiny hands. Damn these tiny hands. Tell me about the bridge. Oh wow. The sun. And the Ace of Swords. Observing our ideas. And at the bottom of the deck is, ooh, the Lovers. Nice. Okay. Let's read about the sun from this deck. Positive energy and vitality surround you. Stay optimistic even in the face of challenges and difficulties. This is an era of victory. Celebrate your accomplishments and enjoy the fruits of your labor. By communing with this card, you engage in the power of positivity and use it to fuel your growth and success. Think of this as a message for you to step into a new chapter of your life with renewed energy and vitality. And then the Ace of Swords. Clarity, truth, and victory. Okay, so the sun is also victory. Right now is a new beginning, especially for your mind and intellect. It's a powerful moment of clarity and insight. All of this lies before you. Cut through confusion, illusion, and uncertainty in order to arrive at a new understanding or truth. All you need to do is just look up. You will see that you've already reached victory. This is a breakthrough, and it's about to get even more incredible. You're about to become even more victorious than ever before. Gain clarity on how you want to experience this, as this will be an important part of stepping fully into this potential. The Lovers is at the bottom of the deck. The Foundation could be a choice, could be a new relationship, it could be, well, it could be an older relationship, it could be integration. Like, going into the cave brings astronomical amounts of clarity to your integration. And yesterday we talked about being triggered in order to grow, and part of that growth, when we choose to grow, we choose to integrate the lessons that happened for us. See, because they happened for us, not to us. It's choosing to integrate those lessons. And yesterday I talked about the King of Pentacles needing the Queen of Pentacles in order to become the Emperor, and the Sacred Masculine was the challenge. The Lover says you chose that integration. And in choosing that integration, it brought enlightenment and clarity. So yesterday's message was the bridge. Tell me about the cave. One more. The Five of Wands. The Queen of Swords. Looks like me sitting there with my dog. Oh, and Harry Potter. The Magician. Okay, so when we go down into the cave, it becomes a wrestling match. Like Jacob wrestled God. The Five of Wands is about competition and conflict, and it's our passion, our fire. It's fighting the ego monster. And you know that Queen of Swords is very much her cutoff game. Her cutoff game is good. The Queen of Swords is feminine clarity. Strength, independence, intelligence. You're strong, wise, and intelligent. Remember that. Believe in yourself and be confident in the path you chose to take. You get to write the book of your life. Make it one you're happy about. You have power and authority, perhaps over others, but certainly over yourself. Embrace your intellect and make decisions based on logic and reason rather than emotions. Once your decisions are clear, communicate your desires and needs clearly in all your relationships. So this reading could be about a relationship too, like bridge over troubled water. Yeah, this could be a relationship. This could be where you, collective, watching this, have gone, you've already done the work and gone through the cave situation, but you're getting ready. Like healing never stops. Learning never stops. So you may now be in a relationship with someone, platonic, romantic, it doesn't matter, trying to force your wisdom on other people. Not everybody at this time that we're in is meant to go through the phases of enlightenment that we've gone through. They're not going to go through a dark night of the soul. They're not going to have an ego death. They're just going to continue to run around in this 3D existence with ignorance. And they say ignorance is bliss, and it's their business, not our business. The Magician says, bring your ideas to fruition and notice all the power you have inside of you. The flame of ambition is lighting from deep within your heart. Feel the heat of it. Take necessary action. Use your creativity to bring your dreams to life. Find the passion within your heart and gut. Step forward with expressive movement. Shine bright intentionally. Create the life that you've always wished for. Do it with intention and conviction, all while keeping the forefront of your heart and mind. You create what you believe. Right, and be patient. You can't bring others with you. They have to make the choice themselves to do that. Tell me about patience. 7 is a highly spiritual number. One more. The Queen of Wands. And the Hanged Man. Shit. Yeah, the Hanged Man, but he's not hanging, he's sitting. And this card sort of does look like the Hermit, no? Tinkerbell getting ready to go into her little birdhouse hanging from the tree. Card number 12 is a 3. Change of perspective. The Queen of Wands. This is confident and stable. Like you glow in your confidence. You can walk into a room and people come and talk to you because you're magnetic. And with the Hanged Man, like you have the ability to sacrifice or change your perspective at will. At the bottom of the deck is the Fool. Stay on path. Zero, the 0 point, this idea of a probability field. I'm thinking about the movie Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and the ship ran off a probability field, and the probability field was broken, and they'd go, and then all of a sudden they'd change. And at one point they became yarn people. They became bobblehead dolls at one point because in an alternate reality, that's what they would have been. So understand that you're allowed to change your mind. You're allowed to experience reality this way right now. And if you don't like it, you can always rewrite it. And that's all I have for you today. I love you guys. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you on the next one later.